Good morning, students. Today we are continuing our lesson from the second chapter, Cultural Heritage of India. In the previous classes, we were discussed about the arts of India. In this class, we are going to discuss about the fine arts of India. In fine arts of India, singing, playing, dancing, and performing roles of different characters is unique feature of India culture. Among these, the first one is music or singing. Our Indian music is quite different from other countries in the part of view of tune, rhythm and harmony. In each country is having their own particular music. Samveda, which is one of the four Vedas, is associated with music. Richas, that is mantras, of Samveda are sung with tune and rhythm of music. Music is such an art which involves the both singing and playing. In music, singing and playing is there. There are seven vowels of music. They are sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. These are the seven vowels of music. Indian classic can be divided mainly in two parts, which are the classical music and folk music. Classical music consists of five main ragas. They are Shri, Deepak, Hindol, Megh and Bhairavi. All these five ragas came out of naturally from the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. Important texts written on music during the ancient times, the famous ones are Sangeet Makaran, Sangeet Ratnakar and Sangeet Parijit. So these are the main important three books. Among these, the first one is Sangeet Makaranth. Narad, a scholar of music, wrote Sangeet Makaranth in about 900 BC. It describes 19 Veenas and 100 rhythms which are useful even today. The second one is the Sangeet Ratnakar. Pandit Sarangdev of Daulatabad, Devagiri, wrote Sangeet Ratnakar. He was quite familiar with the music of South and North India. He know very well about South Indian and North Indian music. Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhaktahande considers Sangeet Ratnakar as the most authentic book on music. The authentic book of music is Sangeet Ratnakar. Sangeet Ratnakar is considered to be the finest text for understanding music. The third book, the Sangeet Parijat. Pandit Ahopale wrote Sangeet Parijat in 1665. It has based on North Indian music. It is considered a very important book on music. Ahobal pointed out that each raga of music is different from other and has its own distinct identity and characteristics. So each raga is having its own identity and characteristics. He has described 29 types of tunes in this textbook. So 29 types of tunes are given in the book of Sangeet Parijit. Amir Khusro was very famous in the field of music and poetry. He was known as Tuti-i-Hind, parrot of India. So Amir Khusro was known as that Tuti-i-Hind or parrot of India. Next we are going to learn about dance. The word Nritya derived from the Sanskrit word Nrit. Nritya means to dance. Dance is one of the mediums of realizing beauty with tal and laya, means rhythm and harmony, for the happiness or joy. Shiva, the originator of dance, is the lord of dancer. So the originator of the dance is Shiva. So Shiva was said to be Nataraj. So you can see in the picture that Nataraj. The traditional classical dances are Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathakali, Kathak and Manipuri. These are the important traditional classical dances. So we are going to deal with one by one. The first one is Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is believed that a dance originated in Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. Natya Shastra by Marat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nadikeshwar are two books which are considered to be the original source of Bharatanatyam. So original source of Bharatanatyam books are Natya Shastra and Abhinav Darpan. People like Gopi Krishna and Mrilalini Sarabhai and Bollywood actors of Vaijantimala and Hema Malini have made good effort to preserve the heritage of Bharatanatyam. Still it is preserving. The second one is Kuchipudi, the traditional classical dance. Kuchipudi dance originated in 15th century. It is quite famous in Andhra Pradesh. Mainly this Kuchipudi dance is famous in Andhra Pradesh. This dance is majorly based on describing women's beauty. Both male and female dancers do Kuchipudi dance. With different gestures and poses, these dances covers all the fundamental poses of Indian classical dances. Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Shobha Naidu, etc. are some of the well-known dancers who have preserved this ancient dance heritage. Still, these people are given to preserve our dance. The third one is Kathakali. Kathakali is believed to be originated in Kerala and is very famous in Kerala. In Malayalam language, the word Katha means story and Kali means play. So from this word, that Kathakali word is getting. So Kathakali is a form of narrating story while performing or playing dance. The word Kathakali has been derived from the dramas based on ancient epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata and dramas composed in Sanskrit and Malayalam language. Mainly these dramas are composing in Sanskrit and Malayalam language regarding the epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Male perform this dance. They wear beautiful plaited attires and artistic crowns. Their dress code is plaited things and also they are wearing the crowns on their head. They show various facial expression and based on their expression, the audience understands the characters that the dancers are playing. Through the expression, the face expression, the people can understand what they performed. In this dance, the stage is lit only with an earthen lamp. So the dancers come near the lamp and show various expressions so that people can see their movements and recognize their characters they are playing. Through this, they can understand which characters they are playing. Poet Sri Vallathol, the founder of Kalamandal Kathakali of Kerala, then Kalamandalam, Krishna Prasad and Shivarama, etc. have earned great national and international fame in Kathakali dance. The next one is Kathak dance. Kathak originated in North India. Kathak is developed by Shringhar Bhakti, done by the Vaishnava community of North India. The term Kathak is derived from the Sanskrit word Katha, meaning story. So the word Kathan Kare, so Kathak Kathave, has given Kathak dance its name. Kathak dancers narrates the life events and incidents of Lord Krishna while dancing. In this style of dance, the dancer rotates on one leg and shows reference of dance. So the main feature, they are rotating on their one leg. Women wear narrow trousers and frilled frock-like attire. So these are the costumes of these people while performing the dance. This style of dance has been kept alive by Pandit Sri Birung Maharaj, Sithara Devi and Kumudini Lakhya, etc. Then next one is Manipuri dance. So what are the importance of Manipuri dance? The Manipuri dance originated from Manipur in East India. That is why it got the name of Manipuri dance. The people of Manipur dance on every occasion and festivals. So whenever any occasions are there, any festivals are there, they are doing the Manipuri dance. This dance style is mainly based on Ras Leela and Bal Leela of Sri Krishna. Manipuri dance is divided in two parts or two types. They are Lasya and Tandav. The dancers wear a special green colored plaited petticoat called kumin, a silk blouses, and a belt while performing this dance. These are the costume or the dresses while they are doing the play. Guru Ambo Singh, Atomo B. Singh, Guru Bipin Sinha, Naina Zaveri, Nirmal Mehta, etc. have gained worldwide fame in Manipuri dance. So these are the important or the world famous people in Manipuri dance. So today's class we have seen that what is music or singing. So what is dance. So next class we are going to deal with drama, the third fine art. So students, thank you for listening my class. Good morning students. Last class we were discussed about fine arts of India, music and dance. Today's class we are going to learn about the fine arts of India, dramatic art or drama. What is dramatic art? Dramatic art is a drama. The unique feature of dramatic art is to present sanskar with entertainment. Some kind of entertainment must give to the audience. Natyashastra by Bharat Muni. Underline that one. Natyashastra by Bharat Muni is well known in the field of art. Dramatic art, writing of drama and performance of drama. These three things along with audio visual aids. So it must be able to see and listen. So it gives the capacity of entertain the people of all the age group so that all the people can enjoy. Dramatic art is an amalgamation of all the arts. The first drama of Bharat Muni was Devasur Sangram. Underline that one. Devasur Sangam was the first drama of Bharat Muni. Bas is the poet of poets among them. He has written Sanskrit dramas, namely Karnabhar, Urbhanga, Dudvakyam, based on Mahabharata. So these all the dramas are written in Sanskrit language. The poet Kalidas has gifted us many plays or dramas. Also, many other dramatists enriched dramatic art in Sanskrit. So many people are given the Sanskrit language these type of dramas. Jaishankar Sundari is the most prominent name in Gujarati dramas. Now we'll see that Bhavai. What is Bhavai? Bhavai is a popular folk drama form of Western India, especially in Gujarat. This art was started 700 years ago by Asai Thakkar. In the opinion of script writers, Bhavai is a form of drama based on emotions. So, through these dramas, they are expressing some kind of emotions. Bhavai was mainly performed without using curtains, with a light humor and with the music being played on trumpet. For performing this type of drama, there is no need of curtain. So, some kind of humor it's giving, and also they are playing the trumpet. Characters discussed in the form of Ramdev, Janda, Jula, Kachoda, etc. are the main features of Bhavai. Bhavai is an affordable means of educating while entertaining the people of various areas. It was well promoted during the Solanki era. Some kind of messages or the moral messages are passing to the people through this type of drama. Theme of Bhavai includes protest against social vice or social evils. The characters like Rankla Rankle are used to promote the program like a girls' education, serve the girl child, etc. Performers of Bhavai play trumpet and pray to the goddess by reciting hymns. So they are through this drama they are praying to the god by reciting hymn. Now we'll see that folk dances of Gujarat. Gujarat has several regional dances forms done by various communities because each community they are having their particular dance forms. These dance forms are based on the tradition and customs of those communities. So what type of customs, what type of tradition they are having. In that based only this type of dances are performing. The main dances are tribal dance and folk dances, Garba, Rasa, and other dances forms. So these forms of dances are majorly or more we can see during the festivals, marriage and fairs. So these main times through the in the time of festival, the time of marriages and the time of fairs, they were doing these kind of dances. Among these traditional dances, the first one is the tribal dance. So you can see in the picture the tribal dance. People of tribal area and communities perform tribal dances during the festivals, marriage, fairs, and to please the god and goddess. Mainly these type of dances they are doing for the god and goddess. In the most of the dances, people form a circle and then dance. They dance on the tunes of various traditional musical instruments like drum, traditional manjira, dholak, and song of regional languages. They are using some kind of instruments and also they are using the song of regional or the area language. In one of the tribal dances form known as Chado, the dancers imitate the different birds like peacock, squirrel, and a sparrow. They are imitating the types of birds. We can see this Chado form of dance in Dang area of Gujarat. So mainly we can see this Chado dance in the Dang area of Gujarat we can see. Malino Chado and Takrio Chado are the two such dance forms are in Dang. The laborers of Bhil and Kuli community perform a form of dance is called Tipani dance. So Tipani's dance is doing by the laborers or the workers of Bhil and Koli community. In this dance, the dancers dance in a group on the set of thick sticks which are joined with a small stick. So they are having some kind of stick in their hands. It can be a small one and also it can be long one. They then what how they will do? They strike this stick to the floor and dance. So when they are doing this type of dance, they are beating or striking on the floor and they are doing the dance. So next we will see that Garba dance. So what is Garba dance? The word Garba is derived from the word Garba Deep. So from the Garba Deep. So we can see this dance from Garba Deep. In this form of dance, the dancers keep an earthen lamp in the old earthen pot. So earthen pot means the clay pot or the mud pot. Then they keep the pot on their heads and dance by moving around in the circle. The main features they are using that earthen pot in the head and they are moving in a circle way. People of entire Gujarat dance on the tunes of Garba during the Navaratri, which is a festival of 9 days. So you know very well about these type of dances. Gujarati people perform and sing Garba to worship and pray Adi Shakti, that is God's power. Generally, Garba is performed in the open ground encircling Mandvi. The dancers strike hands and dance on the beats of drums and dolls. This is the important feature of that Garba dance. Gujarati poetry known as Garba and Garbi are basically associated with the Krishna Bhakti. So Garbi or Garba, so basically related or associated with the Krishna Bhakti. Gujarati poet Dayaram wrote several poems based on Lord Krishna's love for Radha. The female singers of Gujarat are mesmerized with these poems and they sing them during the Garbas. So next we will see that Rasa dance. Rasa is a dance to be performed in a circle along with the singing. So this dance feature is also making a circle while doing the dance. It is mainly performed in Gujarat. As per Gujarati mythology, Lord Krishna and had shown Rasa Leela to devotee or Bhakt Narsimha Mehta. Dandiya Rasa is one of its types. However, some people also perform Rasa by placing earthen pot on their heads, like a tribal dance. So they were using that earthen pot in their head. Rasa has become more popular with the increasing influence of Vaishnava caste. So especially these type of dances we can see in the Vaishnava caste. Women wear traditional dresses like embroidered chaniya choli and men wear embroidered kedhya dhoti while performing or playing this rasa dance. So these are their main dress code while using this type of dramas. So now we will see that other dances of Gujarat. The first one is Gov Gundan dance. Gov Gundan dance is a form of rasa dance. Like a rasa dance, only this Gov Gundan dance also. It is performed on drum beats and a tal and laya of music. They are using that drum. The performers tie one end of rope with a mandapa, pillar or tree and hold in the other end in the hand. They are making the shape of mandapa while doing this dance. Then they perform dance in a group holding the rope in one hand and dhandiya in other. While dancing, they make creeper-like a formation wherein one goes inside and the other comes outside. So going inside and outside, that is a form of dance. This is repeatedly done forming a circle. So in this way also they are doing their dance in a circle way. This was they make a open the gunthan or the plate of rope tighted with a pillar. Hence this style of dance is called Gof Gundan dance. Next we'll see that Damal dance of Siddhis. The Siddhi or the Hapsi people are an ethnic group currently inhabiting in the Jambur village of Gir area of Gujarat. So they are living in area of that Gir. They originally belong to Africa. They are basically belong to Africa only. Siddhi Damal, popularly known as Damal, is unique dance form of the Siddhi people. This dance was earlier also called the Mashra Nritya. It was performed after returning from a successful hunt of wild animals from the forest. So when they are doing this type of dances, after their hunting in the forest, they are doing this kind of dance. They perform dance by rhythmically striking mashra. So means like a coconut shell containing earthen lamp inside, covered with a cloth, and also wearing peacock feathers and holding small drums in the hands forming a circle. That is the features of the while performing the dance. They dance with a high and low pitch of ho-ho sound, which echoes in the whole forest. So how they are doing this dance? They are making some kind of sound, that is a ho-ho sound. It can be higher pitch and also lower pitch. The volume can be increase and decrease. They dance in a group imitating the voice of animals and birds. This sound also they are making some kind of animals and bird sound. The third will see that Merayo dance. People residing near the step well of Banskada can see this type of dance. They prepare a toran by weaving tall grass of reed and junjhadi varieties. People dance on drum beats and holding swords. The second one among these, the Padhar dance. This dance mainly performed by people of Padhar community or Surendranagar region. So one of the region, this type of dance we can see. That is in Surendranagar. They dance on Talan Laya of Dhandiya and Manchira. While dancing, they generate sing like a sea waves or like a ship moving on a sea wave. So like type of waves they are performing through their dances. The last one is the Kuli or a Mer dance. Kuli community people of Saurashtra perform Kuli dance. Mainly, this Kuli dance is performed by Saurashtra people. While dancing, they hold madrasio on head and wear headgear, that is in head, turban, decorated with embroidery and mirrors tied with a green colored embroidered belt. They wear bet on their waist to perform this type of dance. Bar dance of Saurashtra and other dances of Barwad tribe are well known. So students, as we discussed in the previous classes, here also we find that Indian culture is universal assimilating. So all over the universal or all over the world accepting and admiring our culture. So students, Today's class we seen that dramatic art, what is Bhavai, and type of traditional dances of Gujarat. So thank you students. Thank you for listening my class.